Hi, and welcome. Today we're going to take a dive into authority software, which provides two products that cater rather harmoniously for Solvency II Pillar 3 and narrative reporting. Now, the first one, DPM Authority, maps and validates data according to the taxonomies. And the second, Report Authority, is an XBRL-enabled report writer that makes SFCR and RSR reporting very easy. DPM Authority provides a view through the eyes of the taxonomies. So this means that all of the templates, calculations, validations within the tool are all derived from the taxonomies. This means that with DPM Authority, there's no separate data model to configure it, and it doesn't store data in the underlying database. All data collection, processing, adjustments, controls, and governance are inherited from the underlying source systems. So as a result, this makes taxonomy deployment really quick and minimizes maintenance, which in turn maximizes the processing window available to their customers. Solvency II submissions are organized in report authority documents. The configuration of the document defines the entity, the period, and the type of submission. In other words, which jurisdiction, authority, and taxonomy is to be applied. Users can also define their own returns and then reuse the documents time after time without the need for routine, arduous setup. Whilst users can input data directly into the templates, an important feature is its ability to link to upstream systems. This is particularly useful for organizations who are satisfied with what they have already catered for all of the Solvency II reporting in their existing systems. The tool has integrated adapters to work with data sources such as Excel, CSV, and SQL databases, and has connectors specifically for OneStream and the Oracle suite of HFM, Essbase, Planning, and NetSuite. DPM Authority can also generate a series of Excel input templates, which are structured in the familiar format that's consistent with the regulator's specifications. Your users can then leverage the full functionality offered by Excel, and a simple save and refresh is all that's needed to update DPM Authority. Mappings and connections are easily migrated from one document to another, which makes return setup easy, even when transitioning from one taxonomy to a newer one. Color coding helps users identify at a glance where each data point, row, or column is sourced from, and the value editor offers the precise source data detail for any given data point. As you may know, mapping data points can be very time-consuming, but DPM Authority's intelligent auto map feature makes this process much easier and much faster. By configuring outputs from upstream sources to conform with the template models, users can map sources to tables with just a few clicks. You can also apply manual mapping by dragging and dropping data intersections from their source systems to individual data points, rows and columns, or even groups of rows and columns. Running validations will swiftly identify blocking and non-blocking errors, and all warnings and guidance are consistent with the underlying taxonomies. All outputs are provided in XBRL format, and generating the final submission file is quick and easy. Now, the second product that we'll look at is Authority Software's Report Authority tool, which is ideal for preparing the SFCR and RSR. It has all the features of a good disclosure management tool. It also allows users to take a templated approach, which means that multiple reports and entities can share common templates. Narrative reports are split into folders and document segments, which aids navigation, organization, and presentation. Because the SFCR structure is prescribed, users can align the structure to be exactly consistent with the regulator specifications. Report Authority also comes with its own inbuilt word processor. It leverages Microsoft Word, so users will find the interface familiar. Key features include styles, formatting, track changes, and comments. Another key feature of the tool is the ability to embed dynamic data objects. And again, it uses drag and drop to map data from the underlying data sources to report destinations. Users do not need to feed all of the data from underlying data sources and might rather choose to use the calculation capability. Calculations are based on the destination values and not the source values, which means that rules regarding scaling, rounding, and casting will also be inherited by the calculations. Validations are used to enforce integrity of data throughout the documents. So users may either post corrections at source or post adjustments in the document directly, having the peace of mind that the document integrity is maintained throughout the process. Both DPM authority and report authority have roll forward capability, which means it's really easy to create new reports for each new period. So authority software doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. Its most fundamental feature is how the software consumes taxonomies, and as a result of this, it can cater for a vast range of taxonomies and therefore various regulations far beyond the scope of Solvency II. In addition, it's quick, it's easy to deploy, and maintenance is very light. Authority software is a great fit for organizations who simply want to replace incongruous spreadsheets and rather want a single, integrated solution for all of their XBRL, iXBRL, and ESEF requirements. If you want to find out more about how authority software can help you, visit our website for more details. And while you're there, why not book in a demo? It'll be worth your time. Thanks for watching.